Yeah, dude.
Knock them homies up, am I right? Smash on the homies.
Uh,
Hey, speaking of homies, did anybody else watch the Spider-Man trailer?
nope.
Yeah, I think it's garbage.
I am really excited. Only because I want to see what the costumes look like, and Electro's costume looks pretty damn good. That's about where I leave it. I don't like the way they're treating Doc Ock. To be honest with you there. He feels like some like washed up mentor kind of role, and it's just real weird.
Dude, another Miku.
Hoping I'm wrong, but you know, sometimes you just
Sometimes you're just right.
get bent over and your dad puts the belt out, and sometimes
Do you like Itsuki?
No,
Itsuki?
Itsuki?
she's garbage.
She's Garbo. Why? What did you pull?
So, Garbo?
Yes.
I mean, cool card,
Still,
actually, but Garbo character.
Cool card, too?
I love looking at the card on the screen and seeing how fuck
another Nino in a bath towel.
it looks like mega fucking rectangular and shit, and then actually, you know, it's like not like that, not like square.
I know, right? One day I'll get a good camera for all this. You know, for how often, you know, we record things.
I mean, we weren't for a while, to be honest. It was computer issues, which seem to have kind of fixed themselves.
I don't know what you're talking about. This computer sometimes
Still shitting?
Sometimes this computer just dies.
Sometimes it just hits the fan.
I think the memory card just crashed. Not the memory card. The one of the RAMs just dies.
You'll just have to change it out.
It came like that. Yeah, just change it out. This is the plus. Just weird.
Well, I'm pretty sure I have an extra stick of RAM in my office. So if you need it, I got it.
Well, I still don't know if that is the issue. It's just most of like the errors that come up are fixed by that issue.
Yeah.
So I just have to actually get it looked at.
Yeah.
Do you have the time to listen to me now?
Headphones.
I just think it's so funny that that's in your head, off of like me singing one shitty line. Also, no, I don't have the time, and there's a watch on my hand. Or wrist, I guess, because if I said hand, you'd be like, there's no watch on your hand, it's on your wrist, dummy.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I just keep mine on my phone.
Riri. I just keep my watch on my phone.
What kind of old watch?
James, I'll fucking, what's your saying? I'll kill you.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. Just like I somehow have a weird way of saying that's bad. Oh,
Bad.
it's fucking, even you get it now. I hate this.
Well, it's because you go, that's bad.
Ew, that's bad.
Bad.
See,
You
I don't think you
enunciate.
need to add the ad.
That's just how you say it. You have like this pause in the middle.
That's bad.
bad.
You enunciate it.
You enunciate the second half of bad.
I don't fucking enunciate my dick up your nose.
Ooh, the forbidden holes, eh?
So, looking to enter my nose, eh?
Jesus.
Fucking love that character so much. Thank you, Shane Top.
Many adventurers have entered.
None have returned. I love the David Buster's one. There's a woman in the back named Tammy who keeps giving you eyes. So, looking to enter Sandman Day. Fucking only works with Ian.
He's the only one old enough to know Metallica.
Yeah. Ooh, fuck! I owe James so much money now. Ooh, the fucking Yotzba, and I play this in my deck.
What a
And I
sim.
need a second copy.
What a
I'm
sim.
probably gonna pull another copy of this one. I'm sorry. If you want after this, we'll look up prices.
The card in general.
You can hate yourself.
I hate myself. I hate this fucking game and its outlandish prices. I've never bought a single fucking card for this game.
Yeah, I mean, you bought like an entire playset of cards.
Let me rephrase that. I've never bought a single for this game.
That's
I
fair.
buy in bulk because it's the cheapest way to do shit.
Yeah, honestly.
Hey, we have 3 of them, right? Three of the 5 sisters.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll get lucky and pull the other 2?
For what?
1 SP for each
I
sister.
think we have one for everyone already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Show me.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, show me, pussy, so I know what I'm robbing off of you. I mean, I'm just kidding. Show me, pussy.
There's I mean, I guess this one doesn't count. That's the TDSP. So maybe Ishiki.
Oh wait, what's that Yote spot?
The
Oh, never
2-1.
mind. I don't care. Hey James, do you have the time?
Shut up.
You about did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think Oliver looked at his phone and then realized that I was.
No, someone messaged me.
Oh.
And so I just swiped it to the right because I didn't want to deal with it.
You don't have a stalker, right? Like, I'll fight him.
Dude, you think people actually
Yeah,
like text me on the reg?
Ichiki.
We're just missing her.
Ichiki.
Let me see them all. Oh, would you look at that? The best one.
Look at that.
See,
Towel.
Towel.
no, you see, the only ones who text me at points is if they need something from me. So Mike texts me when he needs me to go into the shop. That's cool. That's fine. I work for him. Understandable. When I wasn't living with Larry, it was just like, hey, you want to hang? And that was it. That was the extent of our conversations. No one actually just texts me to text me.
I text you. I said, Saad.
Yeah, that's when we've talked in the last few days. If we go like a week or two without talking to each other, then we don't text each other.
Yeah. You'll message me and be like, I got this far in sorting. And I went, hell yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You excited for this? And then we have a real conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, it was sorting your shit was actually pretty bad.
Right?
I
So glad you got
there,
done, though.
there were so many nights where I just stayed up till like 3 a.m. just because I was like, I need to work on
But
it.
you don't.
Hey, in all fairness, I'd probably do the fucking same. You'll never catch me sorting cards, but I'd do it.
You're sorting right now. We caught you.
Fuck, got me.
Okay.
What's the stupid fucking videos that are going around where this dude is like acting like him and his sibling? He's like, "Ha, I caught you," and he just lists a whole bunch of random ass fucking shit.
No idea.
Fuck. I'm gonna find it, and then like they like siren for the mom, and the mom like fucking knocks them on their ass, like quite literally. I don't know.
No idea.
Well, James, the reason why I was sorting is because I know you and Sam barely have time to do it.
You mean
And if it's-
Sam barely has time to do it?
I work 6 days a week. I don't
Yeah.
have time to do it.
Well, you wouldn't either way.
I want you to know.
Get called out.
I'll say the new stuff I got from Larry and Oliver. 85% to 95% of everything was sorted by me. Look at this meat.
I sort for pretty much.
I want you to say that to Sam's face, and then I want to see how she.
I
reacts.
will tell everybody every time that the majority of all the work that gets done is done by me. Shit.
You
You
own
think
this.
anybody but me did that?
You own this business.
Think anybody
so
but
you
me
have to
worked
put
on all
that
those
effort
videos?
Yeah.
Hey, who helps record some of those videos?
You.
Oh fuck! I was looking for Sam, not me, but okay.
Sam doesn't do shit. I'll tell her to her face.
I'll tell her to her face.
I'll do it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sam's fucking. Can we have a time where like we just take Sam out in public and watch her fake cry
No, please.
and watch how people react?
No, please.
Oh, please.
I don't want it. You
I
can do-
think it'd be hilarious.
I'll allow you to do it, but I won't. Be
I know
there.
you don't like cringe humor, but I think that'd be hilarious.
It's so
Yeah.
cringy.
I won't lie. I didn't text Sam at all when I was like organizing that shit. I just texted you.
Good on.
Yeah. I just haven't really talked to Sam a lot, so it's like.
Sam's my ally.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like I
just-
betrayed her slightly, but it's okay. She's not mad at me.
Well, it's just like I haven't like really hung out enough with Sam for me to like warrant like actually just talking to her. Because we don't really hang out. So like I feel just awkward sending her random messages. So it's like I'd rather not do that. You know.
I think Sam's a very... Hey, would Sam hurt a butterfly?
No.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Unless it like scared her.
Yeah! Fucking slices
Like, if it
that
just
bitch.
flies in her face and she just swats at it. Probably.
Yeah, so
Sam is the most aggressively passive person I've ever met.
do you want to know the most times
All bark, no bite.
you
Oh,
you want to know
fuck,
the most
no
time that like Sam or I actually just like have hung out was when James would come visit me at the shop. That's it. After that, Sam and I haven't really
What
hanged.
happened to that one?
I don't have as much time on Sundays anymore.
Yeah, so
What do you do on Sundays?
I work.
Yeah, he works 6 days a week.
You dickweed completely forgot about me existing on Sundays.
I used to, even if or Saturdays. Was it Saturdays? No, I'd be down at the shop.
Are we
Yeah.
doing a game night, by the way? I can't remember.
When?
Saturday.
If
I don't think we are.
I don't think so. I wasn't
Okay,
thinking
I
we
just
were.
wanted to double check. Because
If we
Julia
are-
she had mentioned it like a while ago, and like I
If
just
we are, I wasn't planning on it.
none of us were.
Yeah.
We're really good at slapping together impromptu nights more than we are the planned nights, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey Julia, this isn't a deck builder. Oh hey, wait, this is a deck builder.
See,
That was funny. That game was funny as shit.
Nope.
I only have one deck builder game, and that is an expansion to the DC deck builder, and it's only because it's the Green Lantern one because I love Green Lantern.
I fucking thank God for Jeff Johns and his fucking contribution to the Green Lantern mythos.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Thank God for Ryan Reynolds and his contribution to the Green Lantern series.
Yeah, dude.
Thank God for Ben Affleck and his contribution to Daredevil. We're just doing this? Keep going.
I was okay with the Daredevil movie.
I fucking hate you.
Just like I'm okay.
You like bad movies. I get it,
I
James.
like Green Lantern.
I hate James.
The problem is that character just doesn't fit Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Hal Jordan?
Yeah.
yeah. Hal Jordan.
I think he would make a better Kyle. It's kind of weird.
Like, he's a serious dude. Like,
Mhm.
the character's a serious dude.
Mhm.
Ryan Reynolds is 100% not a serious dude.
Yeah.
That's why Deadpool works so well for him.
That's why Detective
He gets
Pikachu works so well for him.
Well, that doesn't have a character flaw. I mean, the Pikachu does, I guess.
Dude, what do you mean?
Pete, bitch.
What if at
Hey,
some
these
film
girls,
movie he does
I
that?
just want to point this out, right?
Yeah.
Right. These Quints are like 15 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait. They're what year in high school are they in? This is important.
Second?
They're in their second year, so they'd
I
be about
believe
like
so.
16, maybe
16,
17 at max.
16, 17, yeah.
15, 16.
Here.
Why
Here.
the fuck are we getting art like this or the fucking towel?
Because
I get
it's Japan.
I get it, but like, hey man,
Here, I
You're
got
an
this.
all-star.
get your game on.
Go play.
Hey now. Really? It's the same thing.
Oh, is it? Okay. You're a rock star. You okay? Huh? Get a fun text? Did you get a fun text? I can tell because you were about to send. You were trying to take a picture, and then you stopped.
James, I can't, but like. Oh, hot damn!
You good?
You dead? Hey, Shanta. You dead?
Way to date the video now.
Yeah! Like, this isn't.
Stop having a panic attack during a video.
I just fucking. I can't actually bring myself to fucking say it.
I have an idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll reconvene after. Fuck! Holy shit!
I mean, there's not a lot of things that are going to give you that reaction, so...
Fucking. Oh, fuck! Holy shit! Hey, James, I don't think she likes me. No, that's not actually the thing. It's because Julia was like that with you. But like, there were clear signs that that you did like her and shit. Oh, fuck.
That's how you feel it.
Fuck.
Are the signs there? Or...
Oh, the sign. Fuck.
Here's your sign award.
Here's your sign award. Holy shit. Oh, what the fuck? I'm losing energy, man.
You should have a lot of energy. What are you talking about?
I want to go back to the picture.
You're losing concentration, not energy.
Yeah. Way to call me out.
What, you didn't save it?
No! That's bad. Currently.
Current. I mean, she did send it to you.
Oh. They're older than we thought. They're 17, 18.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
seniors?
So like, yeah.
Yeah.
The senior thing kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
They just kind of like oops their way to the top.
Yeah.
Oopsie doodles.
I was just like having issues trying to find that while
Right.
Noah was like
Fucking
dying.
freaking, dude.
Yeah.
Holy like.
he was dying over there. I was like, I'll save him.
Have you ever seen Blazing Saddles? By the way, this is just like a fun thing because I
I've
just
heard
thought
of it. I
of it.
haven't seen it.
Okay, so there's a scene in Blazing Saddles, right, where the second main character, played by Gene Wilder, the kid or whatever,
Yeah.
he's like,
Fucking
you're
garbage
like
ass
this
character.
famous outlaw shooter or whatever, like the black sheriff. Best part about that movie. And he goes, yeah, I'm not as steady as I used to be. And he goes, look at this. And he like lifts up his hand, and he's like, well, that looks like it's as steady as a rock. And he goes, yeah. But this is my shooting hand. His fucking hand just fucking shaking like crazy. It's so good.
Is that how you feel right now?
I was just like, I went like this, and I was like, my hands aren't fucking steady. And it just made me think of that scene.
You just ask her.
For what, another one?
No, to be able to save things.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, but like...
Obviously, you're interested.
Obviously. I'm tired of these fucking in Santa suit Ninos. God damn it.
It's not bad guard.
I'm sorry for any children who watch this content. You should like
Not
get
watching
parent
Moms?
you should get parent permission like they used to tell you when you go on disney.com.
Or to Club Penguin.
Yeah. You never know when a little penguin would get your pee horny.
Jesus.
No,
Jesus doesn't
hey,
exist
Noah.
in this realm.
Did a little penguin get your...
I couldn't tell. I got a tiny ass penis. Just putting that out there, boys. I call it the... No, I'm just kidding. James definitely saw where that was going. Nice little tree, isn't it?
Well, we'll have to mute that one.
You didn't finish what he was saying.
I fucking nope.
Headphones.
Only specific people will know, and at that point, it's not even gonna matter because they don't watch this content, probably.
There's no one watching our content.
Hey, that Zero Deck actually got like 100-something views. Like, I know that's chump change for a lot of shit, but like that's actually
Comparatively,
something.
it's pretty nice.
Yeah, really.
I had somebody ask you, I talked to you about it, but somebody asked you about your server list.
Yeah, the one he said he made some changes, and I was like, the one change was just putting in creepy. Which honestly, the more I read Self-Assured, the more it's just a toss-up between the two. Creepy's good defensively. Self-Assured is good offensively.
Yep.
Because if you tape swing and have a Self-Assured on board, that's at least off of your leader and Self-Assured and tape swing, 3 chances of changing the zone on that card. For plus 6 damage, which is nuts.
Well, I mean, as long as you think fast, you should be able to change the zone at least twice on every single one.
Usually you don't use it for that, though.
I mean, I just mean you're able to. It's
I mean,
free.
yeah, it's just a free 1/1, really.
Yeah.
It's a free 1/1, or it's a free 1/2, or 2/1 if you're
And then if you
using
have gotcha,
Yeah.
or if you have the ultra rare,
Mm.
or there's another one that's like if it's a low, get 2. If it's a high, get 2. It's good for that too.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna change for my Aizawa deck. Like, I think it runs good, but I think there are times where I'm just like sitting there and was like, well, fuck. But I haven't played the game enough to know like what is actually good right now and what's
I have a
actually
really
bad.
Cool void deck.
I was thinking about playing Void because, you know, hand hack seems pretty sick.
Yeah, there's not enough hand deck.
Yeah.
We were playing
Double Miku pack.
Reciprocal Burst.
It seems like everyone's playing that card because it's supposed to.
Well, it's 'cause there's only two good kill attacks and like 3 good characters, so your options are a little limited. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Having fun over there? I think he's having fun over there.
Leave me alone,
Yeah.
James.
You know, am I annoying yet?
No.
You okay?
Never. I'm
You're
fine.
losing-
I'm
you're
just like,
I feel like your body's losing it with
I'm
you.
fucking starstruck, okay? Leave me alone. Way to date the video.
Starstruck. Is she a celebrity? Did you just get celebrity nudes?
Yeah, for sure.
He's not sharing. Wow. Thought we were friends, Noah.
Hey, man, you can just look up Jeanette McCurdy's nudes online now. Who fucking cares?
What if I don't want her nudes, though?
Well, then what's the point of asking for what I have?
You got news from Jeanette? I like how Jeanette McCurdy news are actually a really old thing.
Oh yeah,
and
for
we're
sure.
making dumbass jokes about it now.
What's the point?
Dude, that's with anything that's like old. You now make fun of it now in the new age. I don't know why. You just do.
Like old people. Like, why do you think Mary gets her kicks off of calling all of us geriatric? It's because she's unfunny and doesn't have any other type of jokes to go towards.
Man, you get some nice pictures once, you just go in.
Listen. I stick on this unfunny train regardless because I had to sit there while her and Zach thought they were the fucking talk of the town ripping off jokes. And then everybody else got to see what I had to witness alone for 10 minutes.
Sounds like a personal problem.
10 minutes.
I fucking hate her. I hate you for that. James, just in your personal experience, probably wasn't as bad. What did you think?
It was a little ridiculous. They were laughing for no reason at things.
Because they don't have good comedy.
Sounds like they were on drugs.
Fucking, I wish they were. They'd be funny. Maybe.
They wouldn't be funny. You'd be laughing at them.
Actually, that was the issue. I couldn't even laugh at them when they were fucking ripping off each other. That's a little sad. Like, usually you can turn that into a joke, but it was more of just like a headache. Because Zach's got pee-pee-poo-poo humor. And, like, pee-pee-poo-poo humor is funny, but when he finds another person who's just as low as that, fucking shit, did the bar not exist.
Headphones.
The fuck? I thought we were playing Quints, not UFS. Sorry, Universes. Sorry, My Hero Academia card game.
So do you think My Hero's dead?
Yes.
Whoa, hold on. I was like, My Hero's kind of okay. So here's my actual running.
As we're gonna talk about a different card game that's not White Shorts.
It's fine. You guys are watching a box opening or case opening
on a multiple card game channel.
Yeah. So here's my thing, right? I think they'll give it a shot. They'll attempt to support, but if they don't hit certain things, I don't think Momo should be allowed in standard. Period.
Oh, 100% no.
A good player.
I think half the shit shouldn't be allowed in standard.
Well, yeah, but like with Momo existing, a good player that plays that character should never lose.
I don't plan on it.
That character gains access to Owl Shield, Cormorant, and Meteor.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me? And not only that, she gets to go block Cormorant, blow up something, potentially build a face down back in, and build in Cormorant.
Yep.
Breaker 2 for all of your... What did they get rid of Raptor for?
It was mostly
the uninteractiveness and the Breaker 2.
Yeah, those were the two things, yeah.
And that character, you're giving Momo an uninteractable Breaker 2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure,
they also got rid of Raptors as uninteractable, and they printed Jiro.
Yeah.
Who's just going to give a bunch of speed and damage to...
And, like,
Raptors
sure,
flash
there's
attacks.
ways to get rid of assets, but it doesn't matter if you're not
fast enough.
fully getting removed.
That's why
Like,
Terry's banned and extended.
yeah, you're not gonna get rid of that asset fast enough because if you blow it up, they'll just build it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because Unwavering Slash is really good.
It's not even Unwavering Slash. They can build it in with Core Creation.
Oh, that too.
It's a weapon.
Yep.
It does. I mean, Core Creation doesn't care, but if it's there, Core Creation just goes put it in, and then Leader builds it down.
In a Santa suit. Santa?
Yeah. I'm still working on my playset
Fucking yo-yo
for
made that so much better for me. I just want you to know, and that wasn't even like the laughing part of the bit.
I'm still trying to build my playset for Yu Yu Hakusho just because I love Yu Yu Hakusho.
I think Yu Yu Hakusho is cool until they decided to just go, hey, Yusuke gains access to this better version of Soul Ball.
Yeah.
And then said that Byakko can't have his ultra rare.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, why not just leave it to Byakko? Byakko wasn't the problem. It was the ability to play decks like Kung Jin with the ultra rare.
Yeah. If they made it, if they made the enhanced Byakko specific, then I think it's fine.
Be fine.
Yeah.
I sat through that PTC. I watched that deck get played. I know what the issue was, and it wasn't Byakko.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to work on that that Suzaku deck, dude. I think that deck's sick. All we're trying to do is trying to play his ultra rare for free.
You know what I think is gross? I think Jiro's even more gross.
Yep. I think.
Hey, Jiro doesn't share his symbols with Taisei, does she? She shouldn't.
Death, life, because she's good.
She's good all in air. Yeah, okay, we're good then. I was just thinking if she got access to his ultra rare.
That's the best?
Yeah. Fucking.
It's just as rare, but like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fucking.
You have to build in 2 characters to make it useful.
I mean, that's not hard.
No.
Gauge is super fucking consistent. You just gauge and then you go build foundation. I might not pass this foundation check, so play the rare. And then go, haha, speed damage.
Yeah.
Or at least speed. It's not a charge, so at least you get the weapon. I don't think it's a charge.
It's not. It's Fury, I think.
So you get the speed off of it, which is still really fucking good. Hey, this card goes in my deck.
Hey, I have to do playsets first before I give you cards.
Hey, that's fine. I get that. I'm still debating if I want to buy those fucking cards off you either way, if I get that chance.
I'll give you first dibs to those folders.
Hey, James, do you have any extras from Yu Yu Hakusho?
If we do, they're on the store.
Okay.
Hey, do we have a charger back here?
That's fine.
Oh, lit. Okay, good.
So that way you don't miss any cool text.
Yeah, that way I don't miss any cool text. We're gonna see.
Uncommon blue. I need a sleeve. I need a
You want to plug this into the other wall?
This?
Yeah,
I was like, are you using the fan or the heater part of it?
it doesn't have a heater.
What? That's just fan?
Yeah.
That's just all meat?
Yeah.
And no potatoes?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Hey, I don't need help not being Asana.
I mean, that's fair.
Hey, the Itsuki foil. We did it.
The SP, yeah. You got one of each.
One of each.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Nice. That's actually like super fucking cool.
Yeah.
I almost don't want to like do anything because you could probably sell them as a one of each collection for a lot.
Maybe actually.
Yeah. People might want to do a deal. I would check with Facebook people. So if you guys watch our content, maybe, hopefully, look out for some stuff being sold on Facebook.
Yo, James is always looking for money. Man's got the hustle.
Yeah, dude.
He'll be the type of dude to walk up to you and be like, "You got that crack? You trying to hustle that shit?
I'll give you $1.
I'll give you $1, $2 holla."
Ooh, you're almost there.
Gotta be quicker than that.
I need to sell all these cool foils so I can buy Ruby foils when they come out next month.
Actually, fuck. That's next month.
Yeah, December.
Fuck.
December 17th.
Shit. I'm not saving up enough. But like, when am I ever saving up enough?
You sell some of your shit, dude.
I'm pretty sure I could drop out of Dragon Ball right now and make a fucking fortune.
Why don't you?
Because I like the
And then
game.
just remake the fortune. Sell all the cheap shit.
Because I have this weird.
Sell all the foils.
I have this weird like mental thing going on because I had to rebuild this entire collection because the first one was stolen. I don't want to lose it again.
Just sell the foils. Sell all the high rarity stuff.
But like I want the high rarity stuff because I always have this mentality that like what if I need it, and sometimes it actually happens. Like I do need those cards.
Why would you need the foils?
Because the foils are pretty.
I get it.
Crackhead.
Give you money. I could buy you more things.
Yeah, that's why. Like the only reason like my Sword Art Alicization deck is foiled out is because I already own the foils for like the Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Is because I already owned those foils to begin with. They were also dirt cheap. You know how much it will cost me to get another fucking pants foil for that Yu-Gi-Oh deck?
Hey, can we just
$200.
$45 bucks.
talk about? I'm actually curious to like anybody who actually watches this and cares enough. What are some fun card games that like you don't see on the channel that you think would be like nice little pastime games? Because Travis is always looking for something, but the issue with Travis, I love you, man, is you're too expensive.
You're not a cheap
Travis
date.
wants us to buy into like entire fucking sets of shit, and we can't guarantee that like we're all
It'll
gonna
be-
still want to play the game.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't guarantee if it'll be worth it.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. And that's the hard part with like any new card game, right? Like, you want to support it because it's a new card game, right?
Digimon disappoints me so much because I thought Digimon was super cool, but like getting the product also just seemed like a hassle.
Mm-hmm.
And the game after set 2 for me just didn't feel.
Yeah, I'm tempted to really sell a couple of my decks and just keep one deck. Like, I'm tempted to just keep my Imperial Dramon deck because that's the only deck I really enjoy playing.
Like, I have my Sarismon deck still put together. I think Sarismon was super cool. I think Green in general was just super, like, one of the most busted things. And it's not like the game's bad by any standards. I just don't think it's as fun as I would want it to be for myself.
I feel like it's so
And I hyped the fuck out of that game.
it's so reliant with your beginning hand that I just feel like the game's not good.
Yep,
Like-
that's also part of the reason I don't like you. If they gave you a mulligan, like an actual mulligan, and not just fucking best of 3, deal with your hand,
Yeah.
that's fine. But that game required, like, even though you can play anything out of your hand, that game requires you to have, like, a somewhat good, like, start of a hand to actually function, because it's all about tempo.
Yeah.
And if you can't put anything on board that can last, your tempo's fucked and you lost the game.
Yeah. That's why I've been playing
That's why
what is
Rookie
it?
Rush decks are still so fucking good. It's not
Yeah.
because they can put a bunch of shitters on board. It's because their shitters can stay on
their
board.
their presence,
Yeah.
their board presence is
Their
too
board
relevant.
presence is insane.
Yeah.
Because sometimes those shitters get to just stay around.
Yeah, because there's no inherent way of killing
Because
stuff.
you give jamming to small... Yeah, like, that's the thing. It's defender's choice
Mm-hmm.
if they block or not. When with cards with blocker. So it turns into a Final Fantasy thing, but it's not as, like, cut and
Yeah.
dry. Because I think you're spending way more resources to remove one dude on board in, like, Digimon than you would in comparison to Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And, like, I get Final Fantasy's, like, almost 15 sets deep. Sure.
But
There's power creep, but, like, it's-
Digimon's like 10 sets deep in JP, but it's still showing like the same things.
Yeah, like,
there's-
you're not going to have a consistent way of killing things. Like, I don't think there's consistent ways of getting through your deck.
Mhm.
No matter how many cards they print that say, look at
Yeah.
top card, do grab cool thing.
You want to
Because-
know the best consistent card in that deck, and it's just so reliant for you to actually Digivolve, is Takumi Aiba. And that's your only really big counter into these Rookie Rush decks. But then you have to physically make room for that card that may not even work in your strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says +1 on Digivolution, but how can you +1 when you're already trying to make space for other things, so that way you can keep your consistency up? And that's the issue, right? Like, how do you trade off being consistent to being able to answer this one big prevalent problem that's in the game? And honestly, it just feels bad. It feels bad when you have to make a decision like that. Like, you're not allowed to play this card that actually works for your deck when you have to play this other card that doesn't really work with your deck but has to answer another deck.
Yep.
And like, I get it. There's sometimes where you have to do that, right? Like in other games, that's a prevalent issue. But other games flow easier with it than
Leave me alone.
other games can flow with that kind of concept better than Digimon can, just because of how the game is played. That's why I don't really play the game. Like, I don't play in tournaments and stuff like that. I have decks so I can play with people if they want to play outside of tournaments and stuff, but like...
Yeah, I can't see myself playing a tournament scene for Digimon. Again, this
Yeah.
isn't like hate on the game at all. I still think the game is like super fun. It's just not the way I want to play it anymore.
Yeah.
I have one deck built, and I finished building it, and I went, cool, and then I haven't played since.
I mean, yeah.
That's how I kind of felt with Universes for a while.
Dude, fucking, I felt really bad for Zeth, because Zeth like likes the concept of universes,
Mm-hmm.
but like the game's not fair.
Yeah.
Standard universes is not fair. Period. Point
My
blank.
hero isn't fair.
My hero's not fair,
My
but
hero seems fair, but
everything's
it's just-
broken, which
Yeah.
is why my hero seems fair.
Mm-hmm.
Us as the people that have played universes for at least over a year and a half to 2 years or whatever, understand how unfair the game is, how broken the game is, and not like this game's bad broken.
Yeah.
Like this game's fucking nutso broken.
The one reason I don't like Universes is because the game, you can't accurately say you're doing the correct play because you don't know what your opponent has.
I think that's
Yeah,
the best part about universes.
Well, no,
There's
here's
so
the issue,
much
right?
information you
Well, here's the issue though,
That
right?
game actually just force feeds you information. I think the most random parts about it is what your opponent potentially can have.
Yeah,
Depending
and
on
that's
the symbols you're playing,
and that's-
or what your checks are gonna be.
and that's where it's like, I don't know my right turn order while I'm playing the game till after the game is done. And
Even
as
though
a
you're
as a
100% sure.
yeah, and as a card game player, that kind of feels bad for me for how many card games I have played where I don't know my right decision till the end of the game.
You know
when-
what,
when-
you know what feels bad is when you can't. I got an SR. You come to a point where there's nothing you could potentially do to win the game
Mm-hmm.
because you'll just get shit on because your opponent just drew the nuts and checked the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, stop calling me out because you had a bad time.
Dude, that one fucking game fucked me up. No, like, well, okay, so for instance, right? I had a similar situation during the Omaha 1K event where I was playing Sero, and I know I was playing 20 attacks in that deck. Obviously, knowing your deck is the best way to get through. I realized all 20 attacks were out of my deck, and I was like, we just check rolling 5s for the rest of the fucking turn, and I was about to deck out. So I was like, fuck it, slam literally my hand full of attacks down, and I will end up killing my opponent. Because, like, there's nothing they can do about that, because I know I'm not going to fuck up my checks. I know I can pass them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a feels bad moment, because sometimes it's not like I worked hard to get there. It's, haha, funny, I just got rid of all my attacks somehow, some way, and I'm not going to check bad with holding the rest of my
Yeah, but
attacks.
your
in the game.
opponent could look at your discard pile and go,
Yeah, but like the issue is if your opponent doesn't know how many cards you're playing, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. My opponent thought I'd be playing 18 attacks. The extra 2 threw him off.
that's fine.
I get it, but like I'm also playing a guy that
They
says,
should have been playing close if they knew 18 was your number. And say there's 16 out. There's still at least 2. But there could be more, and they should know that. That's a misplay on their part.
I'm also playing a character that just says I passively draw 2 because you half block my shit. Like it doesn't matter, which doesn't help when it comes to attack numbers because I'll just draw my attacks and the checks don't actually seem to like exist.
Like I said, I just hate that in the middle of the game I can't know like what the most what is my higher possibility play because there's too many variables.
You have to build your deck to seem streamlined for you, but not for others. Is really what it comes down to, I think. Like,
all right, I understand that, right? Like
It's why games 2 and 3 matter so much more.
yeah, like game 1 is just figuring out. That's the coolest part in my opinion. Is that's the part I think feels the most like a fighting game. Is figuring out how your opponent's deck plays in the first round, and then adapting to it and fucking it up in 2 and 3. Like I think that's how you do that. Like my games with Travis, once I figured out how that Kirishima deck worked, I don't think that Kirishima deck actually never just did anything to me.
What he should have did is played way more defensive and stopped attacking you, just to pick up things and gain advantage.
Who, him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. In my opinion, that deck should not play attacks.
No.
If it plays anything, it plays just a couple of them, and they should be either safe, the breakers.
Well, there's no safe attacks currently.
Yeah, so the breaker attacks, or just plain old attacks, or play like. He's a 6-hander technically. Play 6 attacks total. 5-hander. The 5-hander. You can pick up 2 cards a turn.
Yeah.
So play 7 attacks total, and when you get all 7 in your staging area, do cool thing.
Yeah.
That's what it should do. You just get 7 of the biggest attacks you can possibly play, set up for it, and then when you get all 7,
It's
you
just
go in.
the deadlock shit's not scary. Like I think the issue with the current way the My Hero set works, which
I just think Deadlock's a
we'll
bad
probably end up
mechanic.
I think deadlock is a good mechanic only because it speeds up the game.
I think
Because the issue is if
I think
you don't have deadlock stuff, what's to stop your opponent from just building half their
Yeah,
deck
but
in their
I think
stage and then going try to
Deadlock
kill me?
11 though, like that feels so slow. Like it doesn't feel like a threat because
I think it's fine.
even with 10, you're fine. Yeah, I
See,
took
but
a 3.
That's the issue.
And that's where I'm just like deadlock
With-
doesn't
with
mean
10,
anything.
You would think that, but like the thing is, when your opponent's able to keep pushing, you have to
It
use your
seems like
resources.
it's not enough.
10 will not be enough. Travis probably had like 15 to 16 cards in his staging area on like those turns that go to like actually push the damage in, and he needed every one of those fucking cards to actually get through.
I don't think the deadlock mechanic's good enough. It feels bad that there's not like a true reversal kind of style character.
I mean, they're just not that great because they're 7-handers and they're weak.
Yeah.
Xianghua was the closest one, but Xianghua was just I'll play my attacks on your turn, and then on my turn I'll build more, and then I'll play my attacks on your turn. As close as you'll get to quote unquote true reversal.
Yeah, and that's where I'm like.
She plays her shit for free, which is like really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But the character's super easy to beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I just for a game that wants like a big diversity, they don't really work on their diversity, and that's what I don't like. Another Nino.
Man, diversifying was fucking great.
Mm.
Do you need me to go grrr for you?
Fuck! I pulled a second one of those.
I would have been in 8th, man. I get it. There's not a big character pool, but 5 Kirishimas in top seems real fucking boring to me.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. It's just how the game is currently.
I don't know.
Kirishima's a cool character. I don't think Kirishima's that busted to be in top 5 times. I just think the players were good and everybody had some innate fear against Well, everybody had some innate fear against Kirishima. I actually think that's what it is. I think obviously card games are a mental thing. I think sitting across from a fucking Kirishima, you feel a little worried because you're like
day somebody says this is the best character in the set.
Yeah,
best
like
character in the game.
Yeah.
you're gonna end up thinking it sooner or later. You're gonna be like, wow, I heard this character's really fucking busted, and it's like, no,
character's just consistent.
that's actually it.
Yeah, it's just.
It's consistent and it gets to its consistency fast.
Yeah, and that's.
Where other decks have to build up that consistency, it starts there.
Yeah, it's just.
That's the only issue.
Yeah.
Its output is, in my opinion, the same as like any 7-handed, which is obviously
Kirishima,
like
here's the biggest issue in my opinion with how Kirishima is currently. Kirishima, from what I've seen, can't give speed to his attacks. Kirishima players usually don't build more than 5 or 6 foundations.
It felt like
They can't really do that.
You-
They cannot afford to build any higher than 5 or 6.
Yep.
So
They get pushed in.
yeah, so you speed your shit up, force them to block and waste the resources they have. Sooner or later, doesn't matter how much health he has.
It's why I
he's
think
dead.
the Aoyama deck's really cool.
Yeah.
Is because like it doesn't need a lot to push in,
No.
and if
Yeah.
your opponent pushes in too far on you, you easily get to push in.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it feels
And
like
if they don't, you can
Kirishima-
have a big push later.
Yep.
Kirishima feels like Vicious, right? Like where Vicious has consistent attack strings, but the problem with Vicious that I saw when I was playing Vicious was that he had that speed problem. He doesn't have a lot of options for speed.
Vicious's way to deal with that is his ability to draw a card.
Yeah, and so that's cool enough,
Kirishima
right?
doesn't have a way to deal with that.
Kirishima just reminds me of Metal Man.
That's fair.
I don't know. It just feels like
The way you
characters.
dealt with Metal Man was you literally blocked everything.
My so going down
we got
the
Blocked
character
things
list
you cared about most.
to some degree. Sero's biggest thing is that you need to full block him, or else he will probably just stop attacking and build and block all the rest of
I
your
think
shit.
Sero's one of the better cards that is going to get overlooked for a very long time.
Well, yeah, playing Sero, I realized so many times I could just shoot 2 attacks out or 1 attack out to poke. They half block that, I'll draw 2 and build, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
If
If they half block, you draw. If not,
because
you have something that tests
his
water,
best
tests
defense
water.
is the ability for you not to know when he decides he wants to use his once per game.
Yep.
And the second he uses his once per game, it doesn't matter when he uses it, it will fuck your turn up.
He knows
Yeah.
what he's going to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how I feel about
That's why it was real funny when you were like, hey, Noah, don't, and you had like 4 fucking evil gazes in hand, and I was like, well, I'll just never name mid on my shit.
I get it, but I have 4 fucking evil gazes in my head. I want to do funny shit. Also, have you seen? Talk about this because I was looking at the XRs for shit. The Shigaraki response attack, that red is Shigaraki. The full art, the XR for that is so fucking
It is.
I want to buy it.
Yeah.
I want to buy 4 of it. Strictly because of how cool it fucking looks.
I
I know.
threw my shit, by the way.
That's
I
why-
saved the last box for you.
that's why I like
Could've
the
started it.
Save it.
that's why I like the Eraserhead deck. I think the Eraserhead deck can honestly, it blocks consistently. I can.
Like if you're playing Void, you get tape.
Mhm.
Tape says change this attack to a mid, and your character literally says pick up a mid block with Breaker 1.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know. I just.
I think there's a lot of. I think the problem is right now we haven't had anything for 2 months,
And then now we started an entire format where people weren't allowed to play other things,
Mhm.
and now people are so stuck in not being able to actually play a game that this format's just garbage because people refuse to try other things because we didn't get time to build into the format. We were just stuck into the format.
Yeah.
There's no like that gap between release and tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not having tournaments, but we're having event type things.
Mm-hmm.
People are like doing events and doing things that there's just not enough time to like build your meta. Nobody's testing things. People went, Kirishima looks really cool. Staff Strike's really cool. Reciprocal Burst really cool. Nice. What characters play Reciprocal Burst really good?
Hey, guess
Ida,
what card?
Eraser.
Guess what card's actually gonna like just not want to exist anymore? Recipro.
Yeah.
Because Pulse Ultra comes out, Recipro Burst actually just goes down the drain, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah.
Oh,
You block it
am
on
I
a
able
5
to?
and it half deals or it never touches you.
Can I pick up that action card that I wanted from you?
Yeah.
The
Sure,
yeah. I want to test that deck out with like
After this,
with Todoroki.
I have it.
Build Todoroki so that way I can like just kick my card pool at the end of like a string, and then just kick my whole 3 cards from my card pool, and then just sling more attacks with Todoroki.
I have
and
that
just-
deck built if you want to try it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's on this next list of things I was playing.
Oh, it's only like 10. Cool.
It's really early. It's only. No,
Are,
man,
are you gonna
tomorrow's
want us
be
to?
fucking
Are you gonna
rough.
want us to organize these?
I would
games?
like to.
God, you whore.
Hey, I sorted them. I love you. That's as much as you're getting out of me right now. Hey, so this like opening turned into just a roundtable discussion for fun,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with. So
Yeah.
It's actually a thing I was going to talk to you about. I want to do like a buddies cast where we just talk like this. We could probably do like a normal like podcast format, face front, whatever. But just talk like this, and we just talk about whatever card game things we want to talk about.
Dude, I'm always up for talking about shit. Just like I love talking about card game theory.
I guess
Like
back
this
to your
all day.
back to your previous question, because I don't think I ever gave a definitive answer. Standard universes. I think I personally, and I'm not.
Depends on if they do what they do without.
Yeah, I think it depends on what they do without my hero.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to be a doomsday guy. I just don't think it's gonna stand too long. I
I
think
just don't think they can do.
I think everything universes based will be my hero forward, and everything previous to that is just gonna fall to the wayside.
Yeah.
And hey, it sucks, but like, how many fucking people have been playing this game since who was first, Sabretooth or Fantasy Flight?
Sabretooth.
Yeah, so since Sabretooth owned it as UFS.
Not many are still left. But
Well, yeah, but like those that are, like they've gone through the game just kind of dropping off and picking up and a whole bunch of shit just going away.
Campbell's got back into the game.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be gone for good.
It's just how it is. Like, it sucks, especially because like I've learned or I've grown to like the game as UFS and
Yeah.
all the cool stuff that the game does, but it just feels like there's too.
I hate it because I feel like they're alienating older players.
I think that's the point though.
The older players are the base that kept them alive in general, and I don't know why they would do that.
Because my hero's the hot new craze. You want newer people. You don't want older people like us sitting here and fucking preaching doomsday wisdom.
Well, we're preaching Doomsday's wisdom because they're not doing shit. Telling us they're doing shit and then printing a set that's half done, half not good,
Mm-hmm.
half arts that don't like XRs that aren't XRs, like shit like that.
Hey, enhance
doesn't make a
in the
good set.
enhanced step.
No, it doesn't exist. It's not on that card.
Enhance in the enhanced step.
It's not on the card. How do you end the enhanced step?
How does that happen? I'm so lost on how that happens.
Yep.
A set that's been delayed for fucking 2 years.
And they, in my opinion, it still is only half done. Ultra rares don't really match their characters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. It feels.
there are two playable ultra rares that go places that are your combo cards, and one ultra rare that sort of supports his character being fucking. Actually, I guess I like the Troy Smash, but it's only playable in All Might stuff, and it's not neutrally playable like Staff Strike and the other stuff.
Yeah, it feels bad because like.
But like outside of Detroit Smash, the only other outside of Detroit Smash being just All Might, and then you have Staff Strike being played by whatever characters can and want to, and Reciprocal Burst being playable by whatever characters can and want to. The Nyx Good Ultra Rare is literally just Hardened Punch or whatever. The Kirishima Ultra Rare,
Mm-hmm.
and that card just says discard for 5 damage. and then it says something else for like deadlock, and that's it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't have breaker.
Yeah.
It literally just says, "I get 5 damage.
Yeah.
I hit real hard."
Is it? Besides
Yeah.
Frigid Heatwave, because I think Frigid Heatwave
Never
is
mind.
just.
That one's a really good one. It's
really.
too weak.
Yeah. It's only good if you play it in range attacks and you're not playing Todoroki's fucking support for that.
Its kit's too weak, and that's strictly again on the
hard.
That's a problem with the fact that they built weak kits.
Frigid
I hate
Heatwave is
Eraserhead's
the pot of
Ultra
greed.
Rare. Eraserhead Ultra Rare
Fucking
feels
hate it,
garbage to me.
dude.
I hate
Eraserhead's whole kit feels bad to me, and the only reason I want to say that is because
It's like
it
his kit
feels like
doesn't match
it doesn't know what it wants to do. I think if you played Eraserhead as a character that locks down the opponent and tells them that they can't play abilities on their shit, sure, but it doesn't do that enough.
No,
Yeah.
and it doesn't do the void thing of discarding for shits.
No.
It-
None of the void discard stuff actually does that.
There's like 2 void cards that discard things in the entirety of the set, and one's a Kirishima card.
Sero has one.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he a void?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 3, I guess. But like they don't do anything. They don't combo with each other. They don't lead into each other. They don't like generically do things.
Yeah, playing the Eraserhead Ultra Rare, the only time I play it is after a staff strike. Like it's the only like plausible time to play that card is after a staff strike if you've used
Cards?
if you've pitched cards and if you've used the action card. If you've used
In action in
yeah,
general.
I only play erase, so if I've used erase on the staff strike, that's the only time Eraserhead's like ultra rare feels really good, which feels kind of bad when it's an ultra rare. That's supposed to be good in like most situations.
Jiro's Ultra Rare would be really good if it had weapon on, but it's just charge. I think if it had weapon, that card would be actually good.
Is there a reason they didn't do that?
Because playing a 3-diff 2-check, that's a 4 high for 3 that gets hella stats at the end of a long chain as a flash attack isn't very cool. I get why they didn't do it, but like it
You want to
doesn't
speed
make
up
it
your
good.
game?
It doesn't make it good.
They just have to walk on eggshells with the way the set is now because weapon charge.
Tokiyami's okay, but his kit doesn't work around enough with the action.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tokiyami actions don't count. That's perfectly fine. His kit doesn't touch the action outside of 1 card, so like it doesn't.
He doesn't
feel like it does anything.
Yeah, he doesn't get advantage off of it.
Aoyama's works very good in him and slightly okay in others. Once we get more stuff, I think that card will be better and better. But like right now, it's only playable in him, so it's not universally okay.
I think you played in Ochako.
I don't think you flip enough things. That's the problem. Is like he generically flips on his own and gets stuff out of it. She just sort of flips things if you have stuff that flips.
And he's under
Life, Earth, and Death.
dude.
You
Only-
could do some cool stuff.
If
with it.
only you could
But I
play
just
that
feel
with
like the
Vicious.
that kit's too small, and Aoyama's like
You can.
the character that
Under
really,
Earth.
that really wants to go with
Yeah,
it.
you can.
For
So much fucking.
for Froppy for Suyu, her ultra is really cool, but like it's the same thing as Kirishima's, where it's like it's generically good as itself. It needs
this
other
is-
things to make it better.
The issue I have is that none of these ultra rares seem like solid kill cards without the speed to push it, which is why Recipro stands on top.
Or without the support to push it.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
Like
Not getting anywhere.
what other characters? Denki. Denki's ultra rare is not good in my opinion.
which that's Blitz,
That's
right?
Blitz, yeah.
Blitz is terrible.
Yeah. If he got
Blitz
like,
would be, in my
if
opinion,
he got 1/1 for like every 2 or 3 committed,
I think
that'd be good.
I think Blitz would be fine if he got the damage and then it had EX on it. Put
Yeah.
EX on Blitz.
I'd be down.
Give me all this damage, I'll EX the
Okay,
attack.
I'm down. Or what is it? Or has an ability that give it like stun X and X is some arbitrary number it finds to be acceptable. Have an ability that says this attack is EX equal to whatever is stunned by this ability.
Or the amount of committed you have. I mean, fuck.
Amount
They
of
have it.
committed is really big.
Yeah, but they already have an attack that does that. Million volts gives damage to the amount of committed cards you have.
Yeah, but speed pushes like the difference between is like speed you can block.
Speed pushes the damage. Yeah, I get it.
Like that's the reason.
That's what made
Sub
Sub-Zero so fucking rough to play.
because he didn't have speed.
He didn't have speed. Yeah, that was Sub-Zero's
I'm
biggest
trying to think of
weakness.
what other characters. We'll have to talk. We'll talk about this afterwards. I'm gonna finish. This is the last pack. I'll show off the cool ultra rares. Ultra rares. I'll show off the cool. We'll show off the cool foils and whatnot, and then we'll have this conversation off camera. If you guys want to listen to this conversation, go ahead and leave a comment, and maybe this will become a podcast type thing where we talk about dumb card game.
You could
things.
actually just record this and put it on Patreon too. Fuck.
Nah. That's a lot of work. Like, I really don't have to
That's a-
separate these videos.
You just name it and then you just like
It's a lot
attach.
of work.
It's
Okay.
not.
So let's get over.
You just don't cut
let's
anything.
go-
For you.
Yeah, hey, I have a lot of things I'm doing. I work 6 days a week, my guy.
Hey, I get it.
Dude, I work 5 days a week. Technically 7 if you count me going Saturday and Sunday to the shop. So like,
Wait, Capital One shipped my new card.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
build my
We got-
credit.
Cool foils from the TDs and whatnot. We got the Ichika
man,
Nakano,
dude, this guy complaining about
TD.
6 days of work when I work 7 days a week.
Quintessential Quintuplets hyper rare.
I pulled that one.
Ichika SP.
I pulled that one.
I pulled like 2 good cards.
Yeah.
And one of them was the Yotsuba SP, and it made me real happy.
I think I pulled 2 good
Miku
SPs.
SP?
The Ichika and then the Nino. Only because Nino is
And
the
then
Nino
Yotsuba
card's usable.
SP.
God, that card's so beautiful.
And then Itsuki.
You don't even need to show the Itsuki cards. They're all bad.
He showed the Nino one, so we have to.
TD Itsuki.
Garbage.
Hyper rare Itsuki.
Garbage.
Say it louder for the kids in the back.
Itsuki SP in general.
Garbage.
Okay, on to this one where Noah's about to be real fucking loud. The Nino SP.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Actually, cool card. Garbage character.
Great art.
I wouldn't go that far. She's fucking a child.
I thought we discussed she's a senior.
I mean, she's still a child in our books. Especially to you.
The SSP.
James, it's
I'm
like
making
10
a-
years for her to get to you.
I'm making a dumb joke.
Jesus Christ.
And then the Nino SP from the TVs.
Gross.
Gross.
Actually, you know what? That's the most conservative fucking outfit she's worn this entire set.
And then the Miku SP.
And it's an SP.
Damn
Fuck
it.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching on the video. It's gonna be a real long one. Right now, we're sitting at 3 hours. I might split this into 3 pieces. I can't wait to have to do this again for Ruby when it comes out.
You mean for longer because you're buying more than 2 cases?
I bought 2 cases. I'll have to pick up more boxes for sure. But
Oh, you
I
fucking pleb.
pre-ordered 2 cases. I didn't have enough money.
Don't
Maybe
worry.
when I sell these, I'll be able to buy more.
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna have a master case for Don Machi. Just wait.
I'm gonna have so much Ruby, you guys won't know what to do with. Okay, guys, thank you for checking out the video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what you guys think down below. And as always, stay alert.
Woo!
Say goodbye, Oliver.
What?